crash here. I think we have live weather on. Uh-oh. Where did... God damn it. We might crash. Oh. Alright, hopefully my music isn't coming through too much. I have it on the right output, but for some reason it's coming through quite a bit on the stream or my recordings. I don't know if that's just it picking it up from my like headphones, but who knows. Alright, here we go. It's a little bright out today. Make them. We'll do a little bit, not right up in my face, the sun. There we go. Live weather's fine. Alright, so I just made a little simple flight plan. It's not anything crazy, just sort of scenic route. Alright, we should be ready to go. I think I might have to adjust my rudder pedal sensitivity. Ooh, getting a lot of reprojection right now. Could just be the airport with a lot of, I have a lot of aircraft spawned in. I don't know why. Because it looks better than an empty airport. But definitely is a performance hitter. I don't know where I'm. Bit of fog out here. If anybody's watching, if you could let me know if you hear my music playing, that'd be great, because it's not, you're not supposed to be able to hear it, is the thing. Copyright and all that. But even if you do hear it, let me know. Just put it down in the chat. I can't see chat in VR, but I'll peek out every now and again. I gotta get this thing trimmed out. Fog would look cooler if it was a little more well lit. Whoa, I'm way off course. I'm not paying attention here. We're gonna diverge from the flight plan for a sec. I want to hit that peak up there. Do a quick little landing and then maybe take a screenshot. Maybe. The wind is kicking me around quite a bit. Kind of hard to get this thing trimmed out. Come on. This fog is definitely affecting my frame rate though. I mean, it's smooth in the headset, but I can tell that the recording is not going to be super smooth. Honestly, I'm just hoping I don't crash, because I've been having some issues with crashes even with the update. Gotta say, it's really nice being able to fly the 125 now. That they added trim. Even though it can be a little tricky to trim, it's still better than fighting the joystick the whole time. So, thank you, Asobo. I think we're a bit too high, but we can drop down by the time we get there. Yeah, from what I can tell, the volumetric weather like this, it looks real good, but it's one of the biggest hitters for frame rate, I'm thinking. Like foggy, sort of like super cloudy conditions. Like, I find scattered clouds to be a good amount of clouds without it affecting my frame rate too much. But the more heavy the weather, of course, the more of an impact it's going to have on your system, for sure. So after we do this quick little landing and screenshot, I'm going to probably switch the weather to something a little bit more performance friendly. Yeah, again, it's smooth in the headset, but you know, like, I can tell that it's there's some reprojection going on, and or a lot of it, and ooh, like right there, it's kind of stuttery. Yeah, I'm not real great at the 125 yet, but I'm getting there. Because I haven't been flying it. Oh man, yeah, it's really stuttery now. I might need to reboot or something. We'll see. We'll see what happens after I turn the weather down. Whoa, come on. And that's not going to help the frame rate either. Alright. It's not a lot of smoke. Cool. Yeah, the frame rate seems okay now that I'm out of the... I mean, it's generally not great when you're running around, but it's still not great. Yeah, it's not even such a great screenshot from here either. I mean, it is, but it's like you can't really see past the fog. So let's try to change the weather and see if that does anything. It should. Go to scattered clouds. Alright, so we are in the clouds now. Yeah, frame rate's not great right now, so I don't know, it might be the stream. Because I did notice before that even though I'm using a streaming PC, a separate PC for streaming, I did notice that if you don't have full throughput for the game on the internet, a lot of times you'll pick up some stuttering. Ooh, like the EFB is like not happy right now with the frame rate. Yeah. I think it's better though. I think the frame rate generally is better now than with all that fog. There we go. All right. I think between 15,000, I mean 1,500 and 2,000 is good altitude for helicopters. You don't want to go too high, so high that you can't really see anything, you know, like what's the point? Alright, frame rate's definitely better than earlier with all that fog around. Why are we going so fucking slow? I'm like, what am I doing here? I know why, but I'll tell you later. Oh, yeah. The textures a bit further down are quite blurry. Wonder if they'll ever get that fixed. Come on, trim out, trim out. There we go, now we're moving. it seems like the frame rate's finally settled in. All that fog took up a lot of like RAM and shit. Where is everybody? Yeah, my frame rate isn't optimum right now. I don't know what's going on. Again, it could be the stream, but no, I was literally flying the same exact helicopter in this area yesterday, and it was completely, utterly smooth. Like, there was absolutely no problems. And the only thing different I'm doing is, well, I'm streaming, yeah. That's pretty much the only difference. I'm gonna overspeed here. Whoa. That was fairly smooth, so. I want to try something. This will probably go badly, but who knows. Why does that always turn on when I come back here? Off 16 times. Alright, we're gonna go ultra here. See if that makes any kind of difference. Not really. Yeah, the reflections in the water still seem horrible. And now the frame rate sucks. Oh god. All sorts of like weird artifacts. Yeah, and the frame rate's garbage. Alright. Never mind. See? Why? Off. Gotta change those every time. Yeah, immediately frame rate's like nice and smooth again. Yeah, and the Raymar's reflections just don't look that good right now. They're very smeary. I don't know if those are Raymarched so much, but whatever reflections they are, they're yeah. Like the sun's reflection looked cooler, but whatever. Ooh. Stuttery. Alright, smooth now, but still, there's some weird inconsistencies. I'm definitely not used to. I think it's the stream. Yeah, it's usually much smoother than this. And I don't know what these hiccups are all about. Might have to take a look at the settings later on. What is that? I seem to be getting lots of stutter around the trees, like if I'm low down. I wasn't having that problem yesterday. And I was flying by a shit ton of trees yesterday, and it was fine. And it was the same kinds, these sort of pine trees. Also, I don't know what's going on with multiplayer, but I haven't seen anybody around. And all my multiplayer settings were for everybody, so... Yeah, yesterday I was seeing some good performance changes. Today, not so much, but I might need to just reboot my computer or something. But I'm gonna finish this flight, and then I'm gonna check on some settings. But hopefully, I don't know, man. Like, yesterday was much better than today as far as performance. But this is my first flight today, and I think I might have screwed something up. I mean, it's okay, but it's not where it was. I'm getting quite a bit of stuttering with when I'm flying low by the trees, and yesterday that wasn't happening. Like, I'm just getting a lot more hiccups and shit, and I don't know. Like, right now it's stuttering, and it wasn't doing this yesterday, even when I was flying by a lot of trees and shit. Well, who knows? If I get like 100, 200 feet and on top of them, it's fine, but even right now, it's like looking out of the side, it's all stuttery. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta check my settings when I finish this flight. I mean, yesterday it was absolutely perfect. And then I don't know what I did. I don't think I did much. I don't think I did anything really. Except for starting the stream. Stream might be affecting it badly just because this game is so web-based, it's so cloud-based that it needs to keep downloading. And maybe my stream is interrupting that, you know, with all the constant upload and download for the stream. And I do actually remember having an issue like when the game first started, when it first came out, and I was trying to stream, and it was just like a horrible stream. The stream looked bad, the gameplay was bad, but when I turned the stream off, everything was fine. So you figure, you know, streaming on a separate PC will alleviate all that shit, but since this is such a web, you know, download heavy game, you know, other things using the internet connection can definitely, especially a constant connection like a stream, you know, it's constantly uploading, it's constantly downloading, much like the game is. So I would imagine if you don't have a big fat enough pipe, it's not gonna be good for one of them or both, you know. I'm also running music in the background, but at the very least, I haven't crashed yet, which is something that happened to me a little bit yesterday that hasn't happened to me yet today. But then again, this is my first flight. I'm using the, what's up, man? I'm using the Reverb G2, yeah. Oh, right on. Yeah, I'm having a little bit of trouble right now. I think it's the stream that's eating up a lot of bandwidth, and it's giving me some shitty performance in the sim. But, again, I'm going to finish this flight off. I only got a little bit left to go. And I'll go check my settings, and I'll turn the stream off and see if that fixes my performance issues. Because again, yesterday everything was fine. The only thing I'm doing differently today is streaming, and my performance has gone down the tank. I mean, I played for like an hour and a half yesterday, and I recorded the whole thing, and it was fine. I had a couple of crashes prior to that, but as far as performance is concerned, it was running beautifully. Today, not so much. So, I'm thinking it might be streaming. Who knows? I mean, I have a fiber connection and pretty good fast internet. I mean, it's not by any means the fastest, but by no means is it the slowest. 500 down, right? 300 to 400 up. And apparently that might not be enough to stream and play the game at the same time with good performance on both. Yeah, you know what? I don't even think it's a server thing right now. I think, because I don't have multiplayer on at all right now, you know? I haven't seen anybody. There's nobody on the AFB. Well, every time I wake up my mouse, the sim gets wonky. Oh, yeah, there's somebody right there. But, like, I haven't actually seen anybody. There's, like, nobody really on. There's a couple people here, but when I flew over the airport, I didn't see anyone. Again, yeah, I don't, like it might be, but I use, the only time I'm on Southeast Asia is if I'm doing a group flight. Then it matters because there's so many people, in your little area. But like when you're, flying a helicopter down a coast, I mean, sure, there could be a lot of people on, but it's generally been fine. Like I haven't had too many issues as far as performance due to server load, because I think a lot of times what the sim defaults to is just like cutting multiplayer off first. It's one of the first things to go when things go bad with the server, I mean, performance is better right now just because, again, like I turned down the weather a little bit and I'm not around all those trees anymore. But yeah, it wasn't very good like when I was going through the hillside. Now I'm over water, so it should be fine. Yeah. Sorry, I gotta peek out every time I look at the chat. I am using the XR toolkit. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a motion reprojection on. I'm upscaling to like 3,500 pixels, 3,500 by 34 or whatever it is. And using cast sharpening. I use cast sharpening to like 50% around there. And that's about all I use the OpenXR toolkit for, is for the override of resolution. Oh yeah, I also use some like post-processing coloring. I adjust the contrast a little bit and the light. It's just lowered the lighting a little bit, not too much. It's a little bright at times. I think the water definitely looked more realistic in 2020 for sure. It looks a little bland in 2024, and the reflections aren't as good. But other than that, graphically, I think it's just been mostly an upgrade. Mostly lighting. The lighting conditions are just so much better. It's night lighting, and night flying is a hell of a lot more enjoyable now. Hey, can you guys hear my music playing? You shouldn't be able to, but yeah, I don't really get the shaky, jittery screens. So I don't use the prediction anymore. I used to use it with my old video card, but with 4080 it seems fine. The only problem is when you drop frames, but if your frame rate is pretty consistent, it's not a problem. I like the cargo variant. You got no back seats for fucking hitchhikers. Whoa. Uh-oh. Oh, I blew it. No, and I'm in my co-pilot seat. There we go. Whoops, wrong one. I gotta rebind that view button. Keeps switching me. I get all out of whack. I always forget to rebind it every time I come out of the flight. Oh, great. Thanks. Yeah, the color of the water in certain places, especially rivers, look better. But, like, the ocean just is very muted, it seems now. And it all depends on the lighting conditions as well, but, you know, like, I usually fly around this time of day, dusk, just because, you know, it looks better. We are not paying attention to any kind of airspace rules right now. We're just flying straight to the racetrack. Dropping some altitude here just because I want to be able to see some of this stuff when I'm coming by. It's what those tube liners and, you know, jet flyers don't really understand is, you know, when you're getting down in it, you really do see the details of the sim. Everybody's complaining about the details at 30,000 feet, and it's like, what are you talking about, dude? There's not going to be much at 30,000. Although I think at like 5,000, all the ground textures shouldn't be a blurry mess, so there is that. Yeah, I think the ground textures get pretty bad, like once you reach around 2,000 feet, they start getting really blurry. Under that, they're fine. but the level of detail goes to shit, you know, like in this game really fast. At least in its current state. But when you're in a helicopter, all that doesn't really fucking matter, does it? Because you're low enough to get, you know, good detail on everything. See, for some reason, these types of trees don't, I don't think are such a resource hog as the other kind of pointy trees. The sort of perennial type Christmas tree looking things, pine trees. Like, you can have a whole ton of these and it's not that bad, but those pointy trees, for some reason. And then when they're mixed with, like, photogrammetry trees, it's the worst. Then you get the shittiest performance. But, like, literally, I might just need a reboot, and that's all, because my computer's been on all night, and it just might need just a nice clearing of all the cache and everything will be fine again. It's running okay right now, but, you know, just okay. You know when you can tell when it's running really well, and then when it's running just okay, you're like, it's fine. Like, it's not optimum right now, for some reason. Alright, we're rolling into Laguna Seca racetrack right here. There is a helicopter landing pad there, so we'll probably do a lap of the racetrack and then land at the we'll find out wherever the helicopter landing pad is. Yeah, we're very close to Salinas, California. And this is one of my favorite racetracks whenever I play a racing game. I should visit more racetracks around the world. I've been to this one once in 2020. It didn't look that great in 2020. It looks a little better in this one, but not by a whole hell of a lot, but it looks a little better. There's probably a scenery add-on or something that you can download. There's a landing pad over there. Alright, turn one. Oh, they have the famous chicane here at Laguna Seca as well. Wow, that was a slow-ass turn, huh? Yeah, the frame rate's okay. I'm still getting a little, like, hiccups here and there when I'm doing this slow and slow, and there really shouldn't be any, because, I mean, look at where I am. There's not really much going on. I'm pretty sure it's the stream, honestly. I just don't think my internet connection or my router can handle, or the game can handle, you know, my OBS and the game running at the same time on the same internet connection. Oh, we'll see. We'll see when I shut it off. Whoa. Yep, that's a corkscrew right there. Blew it. Yeah, you put me in a Ferrari though, and I'll eat this fucking track up. Alright. And then once I get back, I'm gonna have some lunch as well, but once I, confirm that my settings are alright, I'm gonna do the exact same flight, but I'm gonna record it this time instead of streaming it. And the recordings don't take up any processing power from the game, but I think the stream might be really affecting me. Alright. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll check you guys out. Yeah, you know what? I have the Modern Cities scenery update from Samsung 3D. I have all, like, I think there's 3 of them, or maybe there's 2, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Plus I have the New York City scenery from Samsung 3D, and LA looks great with those sceneries. So you might want to look into those. And they work perfectly in 2024 as well. So I think all of my scenery pretty much has carried over from 2020 to 2024, no problem. Anyway, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get some to eat and check on all this bullshit. Because there's always something, you know what I mean? There's always something you gotta work out. Alright, man. I'll check you out.